and welcome back to my channel. So you guys are probably looking at the thumbnail and the title and you're like, what's going on? Where's the Q&A you promised us? So something happened over the weekend this weekend that's pretty big and I really wanted to be able to share it with you guys. So if it's okay, I'm going to postpone the Q&A for just a couple more days so that I could share this with you today. So this weekend I went to a local reptile shop near me to get some footage for an upcoming video for my channel. So I asked one of the shopkeepers if I could go to the back of the store in a private room where they normally keep like the quarantine and sick animals so that I could have a little bit of privacy. So they were very kind and they took me back there. While I was in there filming, I couldn't help but notice this little 10-gallon tank over in the corner, and I noticed that inside of it was a little turtle. It was very obvious that this turtle was extremely neglected. This turtle looked very old and I could obviously see that it had upturned scutes and this turtle was clearly neglected. I felt so bad for this little turtle, and while I wasn't there for that turtle, something was pulling at me to inquire about it. So I asked the shopkeepers what the story was with the turtle, and they told me that this turtle was 37 years old approximately, that in 1985 a lady had actually stopped on the road and pulled it from the wild, which is something that you should never do if you find a turtle. She decided to take it home. She put it in a 10-gallon tank with nothing but gravel. She provided it no heat, no UVB, no vegetables, and put it on a strictly pellet diet. Anyone who knows anything about box turtles or turtle species knows that they are water-loving species, so they always need to have water, they need to have greens, they need to have worms and other things to make up a complete diet. Because this lady who pulled this turtle from the wild in 1985, over 37 years ago, did not provide this turtle with those things, I could see the effects of this neglect on this poor turtle's body. It was just the most heartbreaking thing, and it was honestly the most severe neglect case I've personally ever seen in a reptile. So I went home and I was talking to my sister about this turtle and everything that I saw and how pitiful it was and everything that it had been through. I explained that the shopkeepers at the store couldn't get anyone to take this poor turtle. The minute they would show the turtle to anyone, they could obviously see the turtle was malnourished, probably ill, probably has parasites, definitely dehydrated, and definitely disabled. After talking to my sister, we knew that it was our moral obligation to do something, so that's what we did. So the next day, my sister and I woke up extremely early. We went straight to the pet store. We got everything that we needed for this turtle, and we went straight and picked it up the minute the store opened. Okay guys, so we are here at the local reptile shop near my house, and I came back and decided to come and get that turtle. I have him here. We're still deciding on a name, but he, as you can see, has got a turned up shell. He's a little crusty, he's a little dry. He is a box turtle, so he's supposed to be in a more moist environment, which it just makes me so sad to see him like this. And you can see he's got a lot of shedding on the back, this poor little guy. So we're gonna take him home. His nails are really long, his beak is really long, but he's got a lot of fight and I think he's got a lot of heart, so we're hoping we can give him a good home. But it's just so sad that people can have a turtle and allow them to get this bad and to get to this level is just insane to me. He definitely looks like he has some metabolic bone disease. You can see his legs and his back legs are kind of turned in quite a bit. The bends are really hard in them. He's also very, very thin-skinned, which tells me that he's a little bit dehydrated, a little bit underweight. So we're going to take him home and we're going to set him up, and hopefully we'll be able to give this little guy a good home. And now I want to show this little turtle to you guys. So this is little Koa. She is very lively and alert, which is a great sign. I do think that she is an eastern box turtle of the North American variety. Again, I'm not 100% sure because she hasn't been taken to the vet yet. Now I know you guys are probably looking at her and thinking, well, that doesn't look like any box turtle I've ever seen, and you are correct. She is very deformed. She could possibly have metabolic bone disease, but I am not sure yet. She is going to be going to the vet sometime this week. I'm trying to get her in. With it being a holiday, I am having some difficulty making an appointment, but she will be going to the vet very, very soon. As you can see, her nails are terribly overgrown due to neglect, as is her beak. What happens to turtles when you don't feed them on some sort of a stone or terracotta or out in a natural environment is their beaks grow much like a bird's does. So it's really important to feed them on things like rock and terracotta, and because she was kept in a 10-gallon on gravel, unfortunately her nails have overgrown quite a bit, and so has her little beak. I'm hoping that when we go to the vet, they'll be able to trim those down for me, but again, we'll have to wait and see, but I will definitely keep you guys updated on that. So this poor little girl is about 37 years old, and after 30 years, the lady who had kept her in the 10-gallon decided that she didn't want her anymore, and 2 weeks ago, she surrendered her to that reptile store. It was truly just serendipitous that I happened to be there filming, and I happened to go in the back and I saw her. She is doing very, very well. I just want to introduce her to you guys because honestly, I don't know what's going to happen this week when we take her to the vet. I don't know what the exotic vet will say. She could have parasites, she could have some hidden illness. I really don't know, and it's very hard to tell other than what you can see just by looking at her. But I am going to be doing everything that I possibly can. My sister is completely 50-50 in on this with me. I would not be able to do this without her. Turtles are a huge commitment, especially these little box turtles. They can live up to 100 years. It has been reported. Now, obviously with her problems, possible metabolic bone disease could be affecting her. Her legs are definitely outward and turned kind of funny. I will show you guys a close-up of that. But with any hidden problems that she could possibly have, I honestly don't know how much longer she has. Without seeing a vet, that is really hard to speculate. I really hope that she's with us for a very long time, and my sister and I are definitely going to be her caregivers for the rest of her life. She is an absolute sweetheart, and we are so happy to have her in the family. And I've wanted a turtle or tortoise for so long, and I just never could commit to it. I never could do it. But the minute I saw her, there was really no other option, and I am so happy that we got her. She really is an absolute sweetheart, but I am going to put her up because I don't want to stress her out too much. So that is little Koa, and as you can see, she has a lot of issues that we're currently working on. So right now I'm going to show you a healthy box turtle that I actually pulled off the road and put it into safety just a couple days ago. If you notice how perfectly rounded this turtle is, and it can close on either end and box up the way that a box turtle is supposed to be able to. Unfortunately, Koa's shell will never go back to the way that it's supposed to be due to the decades of neglect and malnourishment that she's been under. However, now that I finally have her, my sister and I are completely dedicated to giving her the absolute best husbandry that we possibly can, and hopefully make her healthy from the inside out slowly. Again, we are going to be taking her to an exotic vet very soon. I will definitely be vlogging that for you guys and keeping you guys updated on everything that is going on with her. To my knowledge, and judging by her shell, she has not been outside for the majority of any aspect of her life. So yesterday I did take her out for the first time, and I do want to share a clip of that with you guys. It was so awesome to see her so happy, and she just kind of took off at one point. She was just so excited to have her feet on the grass. Obviously, I did not leave her out in the grass very long. I didn't want her to be uncomfortable because of her legs and the way that they're shaped. The fact that she's underweight, malnourished, dehydrated, her nails are extremely overgrown. I just didn't want to cause her any undue discomfort before I can get her to the vet. So really quickly, I want to show you guys a picture of the tank that she was in when I rescued her, and this is exactly the tank she was in when I found her. As you can see, it is extremely tiny and completely inappropriate for a box turtle. I did have to go the DIY bin cage route because, as you know, tanks are very expensive, and I can't exactly get a 40-gallon breeder or bigger for her at the moment. So I am going to be investing in a tank. I did set up a GoFundMe as well. My sister and I decided that was the best idea because I am investing so much money. My sister is investing as well, and it's just going to take a lot to rehabilitate her properly. So if you guys would like to donate, you do not have to. That's not what this video is about. But if you would like to help towards her vet bills, another 40-gallon breeder or bigger, all of her food, heat lamps, the bulb alone is like $60. Turtles can be a very expensive startup animal, but we are doing the absolute best, I can assure you, and we will be giving her everything that she needs to recover properly. And don't worry, regardless of what donations we do receive for people who would like to contribute, she will be getting the best care and the best vet care possible, I can assure you. I am sorry that the Q&A is not up right now, but I hope you guys understand that this is what I've been doing all weekend, and I do feel that it is very important, and it is what I am meant to do. Okay guys, so that is it for this update. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I am going to keep you guys updated. I will be taking her to the vet like I mentioned. I will be glad to vlog that for you guys so you guys can get updated on how she's doing and what the vet says. I do want to say that regardless of what happens with the vet visit, if I only have her for one more week because she is ill, or if I end up having her 10 years, I did want to share her story with you guys because it is so important, and that's why I do what I do. That's why I have this channel. That's why I'm so passionate about pet care. It's so that animals don't end up in this type of situation. It is so important, and it is the whole reason for this channel. This is why I do what I do, is to show you guys proper care, researching, proper husbandry. If the lady who pulled Koa from the wild would have done the proper research that was needed to care for a box turtle, if that was the decision she wanted to make, everything that is wrong with Koa could have been prevented with proper research and proper husbandry. And the fact that she didn't is just so negligent, it just leaves me speechless. I really hope that you guys enjoy this video. I will have that Q&A up in a couple days, I do promise. I will keep you guys updated. Thank you guys so much for watching these videos. It helps me so much, and it definitely helps me with Koa and her recovery too. Don't forget the GoFundMe link is in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Be kind. Bye.